Okay, welcome to OET workshop. This is a video about the listening test. Listening is in three parts, part A, B and C. In part A, you get two extracts, two lots of a doctor talking to a patient. Right? They're about 5 minutes long and you're given two questionnaires. Each questionnaire has spaces where you have to fill in the missing information. So you're listening for specific information. It's important that you fill the words in as you hear them. Part B, listening. There's 6 short extracts, all taken in a health place scenario. So it could be someone talking to a group of nurses. Could be a doctor talking to another doctor, something like that. So now you've got to work out what's this little short snippet all about. And you get 3 options. Is it A, B or C? So you hear the listening soundtrack. It takes about 1 minute, maybe 1 minute 15 seconds. And when you come to the end of it, wait till the end, then you make up your mind and you say, that was all about B, and you circle B. That was all about A, circle A, whatever. And then there's a short pause and you get a second part B, and a third and a fourth and a fifth. There's 6 of these, 6 part Bs. Okay, part C, listening, is 2 extracts. These are quite long. Each one's about 5 to 6 minutes long, and one of the extracts is an interview, so there's 2 voices, and the other extract is just the presenter's voice. It's if someone's giving a lecture. Now, as you listen, you are faced with 6 questions for each extract. These questions have A, B, C or D in the answers. So you listen, as you listen, you can see the interview and you think, okay, this is the second question here. And as the person is answering the question the interviewer asked, you circle A, B, C or D. And then you move on to the next question and so on. The presentation one, where it's just one voice, is more difficult. You've really got to focus, really got to concentrate to make sure that the voice that you're listening to, the narration, relates to the third question, or is it the fourth question? Anyway, practice makes perfect. The more you do of these, the easier they get. So here's a few tips. Use the subheadings in Part A, reading, and Part A, B, C, listening. Use the subheadings, particularly in Part B, listening, to guide you what the answer might be. And make sure you give specific information when you're filling in the gaps in Part A, listening. Don't jump ahead or come back. You know, you're reading something else, but you're listening to something that's gone before. Stick with the narration. Travel with the tape. Okay. There's no need to write full sentences. You won't have time anyway. Just put down key words. If you make a mistake, cross it out. Don't whip out the eraser. It's going to take too long. Cross it out. Write what you think you should have written in the first place. So, the contextual information to understand the interaction you will hear. Okay, so that's Part B, listening. So you're going to be listening to 2 doctors talking in a hospital ward about, is it A, B or C? All right. Read your questions carefully. When you've got multiple choice questions, A, B and C and A, B, C, D, you mark the correct one by filling in the circle completely with a pencil. They want a 2B pencil. Why? Because that's got lots of lead in it and graphite, and it's easily detected by the computer reader. So when you've finished your reading, your listening and your reading, these sheets are fed through a computer. The top of every sheet has your OET ID number on it, and in the flash of an eye, the sheet's gone through the computer, and boom, 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 and all your answers are read and allocated to your OET ID number. Now here's a summary. So Part A listening, it's 2 5-minute consultations. Part B is 6 1-minute to 1.5 minute extracts. And Part C listening, there's 2 extracts, each one about 5.5 to 6 minutes long. So now in Part A listening, you'll get 2 consultations. Each is worth 12 marks. So that brings you up to 24, right? And then Part C is 6 at 1 mark each, so that's another 6. And in Part C listening, you get 2 extracts. Each one has 6 questions, so that's another 12. That gives you an absolute 100% score would be 42 out of 42. If you score 30 out of 42, that is equal to 71%, which just happens to be the pass mark. It used to be 65, it's gone up to 71. So if you get 71, that's 30 out of 42, you've passed. So if you get a really good score in Part A and get all your Part B's correct, it really only leaves you with another maybe 4 or 3 marks to get with 2 Part C listening. Okay, any questions, email me, info@oetworkshop.com. Okay, good luck with all of this.